And out of the
Lights are on.
trunk
Lights are on.
came 3 monkeys, and then everyone starts laughing.
Okay.
Oh. Good morning. It's September 24th, and it's time to wake up Wilmington, and we'll be right back. And we're back. And this morning,
We apologize.
we've got Tom Brickle from Clinton County Emergency Management,
Glad to be here.
and we've got Uncle Punky, and
Mark.
we've got Joe. And he said he'd rather be called Uncle Punky.
Yeah, I'd rather be incognito.
That's why we knew that. That's why we're saying
He didn't-
Mark.
He doesn't want anybody to know his real name. Yeah. I don't know what he's done, but
Statutes of limitations.
we won't check that
How
out
many
now.
ex-wives do you have?
One.
Yeah.
Well, look at this. We got 1, 1,
I'm a
4,
rookie.
4. How many ex-wives you have, Tom?
I'm on my first one, but technically we've been married to each other twice.
That sounds like another.
That sounds.
That
That
sounds
is
like a
another
story in
story.
itself.
It is.
Yeah.
That's
Is
one.
that one you can tell?
Oh yeah, yeah. Want me to tell them now?
Pray do tell. Pray do tell.
My
Why
lovely,
not?
my
I mean,
lovely
let's-
wife,
We
Dee
might
Dee
as well get off the
Breckle.
roar and start.
Yeah. Dee Dee's at work this morning, so she's not going to see this, so she's not going to pop in the chat and go, "Oh, you got the date wrong." Anyways, we got married back before I deployed quietly at a Justice of the Peace. And it was funny, the judge, the window where we were getting everything all taken care of, was the same line that paid for like all your jail fines and stuff. So we were up there with some real
It's about
interesting
the same
people.
difference.
We got married in New Mexico, and for the life of me, it's the place where the Roswell, New Mexico, is where we got married. And on the way back, because it was right before Christmas, it was 17 December, and I know that date's correct because I did it 2 days after payday to make sure the check would go and everything. Our daughter-to-be wanted for Christmas, we asked her what she wanted for Christmas, and she goes, "I want a Christmas ristata." No, garlic ristata, or Christmas garlic is what she called it. Christmas garlic. She meant garland.
Oh.
We stopped at a gas station that was closed, and they had the chili ristatas, and then there was a strip of garlic ones. Picked it up, wrapped it, and then when she opened it on Christmas, she looked at it like, "What the hell is this?" And we're like, "We got you what you want for Christmas." And then when we got married the second time, just came back from Korea because I had deployed, came back for 28 days, did the real proposal with the parents there. Went to Korea for a year, came back from Korea, and we got married in Santa Fe, and we did it at a historic church that has the stairwell that has no nails. That was supposedly one of the miracles and stuff. And it, oh my God, it's a gorgeous place. And that was our second wedding. And when we were there during the engagement piece, going to the different places, it happened to be Gay Pride weekend. And
So you
we were
fit
at a
in real
corner waiting for the light to change to go across, and my dad was looking up at this very tall person that he was like, "That looks like Mariah Carey, but I think it's Marcus Carey." And it was just a very interesting time. You know, my dad's kind of an old timer kind of person, and it was interesting to see all the artistic and kind of progressive things in Santa Fe intersecting with.
Santa Fe's a beautiful
Yeah.
city.
Oh, it is. And the food is phenomenal too. We ate a place called Bull Ring. Oh my God. They cooked the steaks in like half a pound of butter. So it's just amazing. And that's where my brother took me for my what do you call that little thing, bachelor party and stuff. We went out there and that was a great time. So get a chance, go to Santa Fe, great stuff. Don't go in July or August. It's a little warm. Go in the fall, it's gorgeous.
Santa Fe is about, I don't know, like maybe 5-10 miles off of I-25, which runs north and south from Denver, up into Wyoming, and then down into, past Santa Fe, and then down into, what's the capital? Albuquerque.
And there's a place there called Cowgirl. Stop there and get a bison burger. Won't regret it.
Oh, wow.
Santa Fe's like your old, almost Mexican town.
Yeah, meets artistic.
Beautiful
And
architecture, and just a really pretty part of the country.
there's a lot of art galleries. So if you're just wanting something to do to walk around and just kind of, there's plenty of stuff to just walk and see. You go to the Governor's Plaza. You can buy the turquoise and silver and all the handmade jewelry kind of out there and the blankets and everything. And it's got a great feel and vibe to it.
Yeah, I've driven I-25.
Is that like another country?
From Denver back
Like
down.
like that town above Xenia.
Yeah.
Oh.
So on today's episode of Where to Go for Your Tourist Trips in the Coming Years, we've already hit Santa Fe, but we'll be hitting a few more today.
Travel with Tom.
That's good. Travel with
Yeah, we're going to start a new show, Travel with Tom.
Yeah, the one about the Philippines will have to be after hours. That was back in my Marine days.
Okay, and so,
Hey, you want to see a rabbit?
Cut.
Where's the rabbit?
so what's happening with the emergency management now?
All
What
right.
you got going on?
So it's September, so if you haven't seen the Facebook page, it is National Preparedness Month. This is the month that we try to get families and households to have that conversation. That is the first step. What are the hazards that affect our household? Because each household's a little different. If you happen to live in, say, New Vienna versus Clarksville, you're not looking at the same kind of hazards that you would have to worry about. And that's the first thing, is just getting the families to have that conversation. And then the next piece is coming up with a plan. Each plan's going to be a little different. Plan not just for your house, but when you're at school, work, or even play, if you do a lot of traveling. And then the next piece we'll talk about here a little later is building a kit. Building a kit gives you options of things to do if you're impacted, because remember, disasters come in all shapes and sizes, but when it happens to your house, something like a water main break, that is a disaster. It just impacts you. Well, your neighbors too, if they can't flush the toilets for a little while, but they should be able to localize it. Yeah. And then once you do that, it's just going through, practicing, updating your kit. But a lot of people don't do that. During a recent survey, FEMA does these surveys and pulling information back from 2023, they said 41% of households, I believe it was, intend to do some preparedness type things, but never follow through. So this is your chance to follow through on at least one of those, and it's having that conversation. So when you're having dinner, just ask the question, hey, what are some things that we should be concerned with where we live? Maybe you live within half a mile of a rail line. So if you had a rail incident that was covering or carrying hazardous materials, kind of flashback to a couple of Februaries ago when that happened in East Palestine, that can happen very quickly. You may have to leave. What items would you need to take with you if you had 5 minutes or less? And that is the topic of one of the blog stories that I wrote for this week. I wrote it yesterday. It's available on our website. Just scroll down on the bottom. It says, can you leave in 5 minutes or less? And it talks about a bug out bag and what the purpose really is for. Let's say you live in Clarksville. A lot of people don't really think about this. What do you think the greatest threat is for Clarksville?
Flood.
Yeah.
Flood. From what? Creek.
Or lake.
Well, from a lake.
Yes.
So a lot of people don't realize this, but Cowan Lake is a Class 1 dam. It's got a lot of water, and that if that structure failed for whatever reason, it could be a lot of things, it's not the spillway part. That is not the dam. The dam is once you get past the spillway to where that little parking area is, that is the dam.
Right.
If that were to give way, you would have water arriving in Clarksville and right about the 60-minute mark. And when you look at where the inundation flooding would go, it would cover the majority of the village except for a few small streets on the southeast corner because it's at a slightly elevation. Everything else is going to have some sort of water impact. Now, what is the depth of that water and how long is it going to stick around?
Yeah.
Don't know. You know, there's some modeling that you can do for that, but if you've got a basement, well, you're going to have an indoor pool. Just got to be aware of that. And a lot of people don't think about this. What is in the water? You know, it's not all the good stuff. So just make sure that if you are involved in a flooding situation, you stay out of the water or wear some sort of protective leggings or footwear, because that's hazardous materials, that's runoff. If you're near some large pig farms or stuff like that, there's some other stuff in there. So definitely,
Bacteria.
yeah, all that fun kind of stuff. So those are some things to be aware of. But if you have an organization and you would like to have a public speaker come out and kind of talk on the topic a little bit, I come out and I bring these little free handouts. And I got some other handouts, but because of some of the changes that's going through with FEMA, we're pretty much running out of it because they're not replacing it. And the budget for printing, quite frankly, isn't there. But I can come out and give some presentations on a wide range of different topics and talking about how the emergency alerts work, why some people get too many alerts. And it's not the system, it's when people are signing up, they're like, oh yeah, I want it 6 o'clock to 11 o'clock. I want this also. But if there's a tornado, I want it 24/7. I want it for all the county. So each time you click one of those boxes, you're getting those duplicate types of alerts. And if you're not sure how to correct it, give me a call at the office, 937-382-6673. Again, 937-382-6673. I can look you up and I can even change that to cut down on some of those different types of alerts. And if you have loved ones or in other places, let's say you got a date or someone that you really kind of spend a lot of time with and you're worried about their well-being, you can set up additional locations so that you can get alerts for their area just in case to make sure. And it might be, all right, maybe it's not a girlfriend. Maybe it's you got a house that you rent. Maybe you've got kids that go to school and you want to be aware of things that are going on there. So there's a lot of different things that I can talk about in terms of how to use those different types of alerts to keep you informed. And if you're running an event, you know, we just had this farm to bottle event out here at the fair. There's a place that was in Martinsville, the Nowhere Fest. They have some people coming. It's a huge tent. It's a very unique crowd that is out there, and it brings people from across the country out there. And they set up a big tent. So anything you're dealing with tents, you're always concerned about wind speeds. I can set up different type of notifications that's separate from our weather. And what it's doing, it's actually giving you weather observations. So if you need something that says, hey, we got people outside, I need to know when lightning is within a certain distance to stop doing things. And also when to pick up and start resuming those activities. I can set up those different alerts so that they can pop up and kind of keep you informed on that. So
Mickey has a bug out bucket.
buckets are very handy, especially if you got a lid on them, because it helps keep it watertight, makes it a little easier.
Plus, you can use them for other things if they're empty, in case you need to use them.
Yes, you can use them for a lot of different things. And usually if you put a extra bucket on the bottom of that and have a little extra roll of those small 8-gallon kind of trash bags, kind of takes care of that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So.
For the hole in the bottom.
That's interesting because I was out on Rocky Fort in my boat one time, and a tornado came across. I was
Across
just
the lake?
Was there a tornado or a water spout?
Well,
I mean, it can be the
yeah,
same type thing, but
Technically, isn't it a water spout when it goes over the water?
yeah, somewhat. I
But
mean,
you didn't have any idea it was coming.
no, and I
Yeah.
wasn't prepared at all. So I was. I
You
mean,
didn't have your bucket.
yeah, I was
No.
caught.
you needed a bucket.
Yeah, and I ran super fast and went under the restaurant and parked just to get out of the.
Oh, you weren't in the boat.
No, I was in the boat, but I drove it super fast to get over to the restaurant, which is another dangerous thing because, you know, Yeah. I told, but yeah, just you don't think about stuff until it happens. Is what I'm getting at.
And that kind of goes back to when you are, having a plan for home, work, school, or play. It's just kind of being aware of what are those different types of threats. So in Clinton County, on our Facebook page, if we have the potential for severe weather that's going to be around, let's just say the marginal weather, but it doesn't mention the T word, I will tend to push that stuff out to a group that's called Prepare Now, and they'll get that text notification. That's usually at 9 o'clock in the morning. And then also I'll put the stuff on our Facebook. Now, if the T word is mentioned, then it kind of elevates a little bit more in terms of how I do the notifications. But again, I'm not really sending stuff to everyone's phones unless it is predicted to be really high. So let's go back to last year in April. We had, the weather service is saying all the special ingredients were there, humidity, wind shear, all that stuff. In technical terms, that's called nadir juice. Once all that nadir juice was present, the potential for a storm was very high. And everything kind of petered out, and there wasn't even a watch issued. Now, the Storm Prediction Center had their discussions. They call them meso discussions, and sometimes you'll see me post those on our Facebook. What that does is it says what they think the chances are of a tornado or a severe thunderstorm watch or warning being implemented. And so that's kind of gives you an idea of what they're thinking about the time. But long story short, if it looks like it's going to be bad, I push that stuff out. If it looks like it's going to be worse and you signed up for our severe thunderstorm warnings, whether it's the 24 hours a day or the 6 to 11 o'clock window, I have sent out to those groups just to kind of make sure that they're aware. Or if we had one of those apocalyptic snows kind of forecasted, just kind of letting people know. Once that goes out, then I start getting a lot of people calling saying, hey, where are public storm shelters? And in Clinton County, there's not like public designated shelters, because when you think about it, it's a large open space. Someone's got to pay for it. It's on land that's not going to be taxed. On top of that, you have to have how you're going to operate it and who's going to be liable for it. So if you don't lock something up, people get in and do all kinds of nefarious kind of things in there. Other people kind of come through. And if it's not used for a certain period of time, someone says, hey, I got some tables and chairs. I need to store them in there. So they never really truly operate and work very well. So I have gone out, talked to a couple of folks. And for instance, Midnight Auto is one of the places that's down here at Mulberry and Sugar Tree. They said if there's a tornado warning, go there. The ink place, the tattoo place has said, hey, come on in. We will shelter people when we're open. The Sugar Tree Ministry said, hey, come to their location. So there's a couple of locations, and we have had churches from time to time, but the problem was that they're not there, so you got to wait for someone to leave from where they are to go there and get that open. So it's one of those things that you need to give it some thought. Find a friend, and if it's a tornado warning kind of or a watch kind of a situation, go out and actually, have a plan where, okay, if the warning is issued, I know I have a certain amount of time to be able to get from point A to point B generally. Anywhere from 9 to 14 minutes heads up warning is what the average time is for the National Weather Service, and it slightly shifts from year to year. Now you go to Goshen. Goshen had that tornado a couple years ago. I believe it was just an EF0, but still it caused a lot of damage. As the sirens were going off, the tornado was coming down and it was hitting the ground. So there was next to no warning there. So just make sure your plan incorporates where to go, what to do. If you're in a trailer and it's bad weather, even if it's severe thunderstorms, you want to make sure that you have alternate places to go in case, because understand everyone lives where they live for a reason, but not every location is ideal to shelter you through certain types of storm kind of situations. And there's a lot of people that have been through back in, was it 74? They had that down in Xenia.
Right.
And for the longest time, Xenia was the most costly storm in Ohio's history. You talk to people there and it just completely scoured the ground. They're talking up to a mile wide. The scientist, Ed Fujita, I think his last name is Fujita because it became the enhanced Fujita scale. was toying with the idea of an EF6. And the question was Xenia potentially what was kind of driving that? And did it drive to there? And there are people to this day that when it's bad weather, because of all the trauma they went through. But then that changed. You go back to 2008, 2009, when we had Hurricane Ike came up through Texas and stuff, and it was just the remnants. We don't get hurricanes up here. But when it came through, it knocked down, and I'm going to say there's almost 3 million customers in Ohio without power. That became the most costly storm in history.
Really out on the patio because there was no electricity.
Yeah, some people were out for just a couple of days. Other people were out weeks, and some people were almost 30 days. So if you live in one of these nice homes with no neighbors, the end of a drive, and the power line ends with you, when they restore power, they start with the area with the largest number of outages to be able to restore some of that.
You're the last person on the list. That's why I tried to tell my daughter who wants to move to nowhere land, when she retired, in a couple of years, and it's like, you don't do that.
But if you got a backup plan in your place that has gas, get a backup generator. We just got that in our house. So these last 2 power outages we had, that was caused by a vulture, the first one, down by Cuba. Vulture landed on a power pole, stuck his arms out, made contact with the wrong 2 things, bzz, fried. Yeah, just like on the Bugs Bunny.
Tastes just like chicken, don't it?
Ooh, it doesn't smell like chicken. And that resulted in the first outage, and then something about the repair or something resulted in the second outage. But we installed a backup generator. It worked like the dream. Of course, we had to reset the clocks, first world problems. But our freezers, refrigerator, everything was fine. But before that, I actually installed an external connection to where I can actually plug in, I think it's like a 50 amp, and I got a generator that I can pull around and plug in there. So I still have that as a backup. So, all right, write this down. This is important. It's called PACE planning, PACE. Primary, alternate, contingency, and emergency. Yeah. Also, when I'm going back to the comment here from Corey. You're not supposed to say you're Batman. People may be aware of that, the not so good people. They were renting emergency vehicles, trying to clear the streets, and they were blowing all the tires from nails and stuff. And the first day of the response, they were out tires, and that crippled a lot of the vehicles. But when you think about any plan that you're putting in place, you have your primary, what it is that you're going to use day to day, your alternate, what you're going to use if your primary doesn't work, your contingency, and then your emergency. So when people say, how many different plans do you need to have? Plan A, B, C, D. I say go with PACE. And if you go to emergency and you go past that, then you would essentially have your support your local warlord plan, because everyone else in the same situation is probably competing for resources and everything else.
All right, we're going to take a break here. We'll be back.
All right, we'll be back.
The final resting place haunted junkyard is located at 988 Polk Road in Sabina, Ohio. Our hours of operation are 8 to 12 on midnight Friday and Saturday nights through the month of October. Our opening weekend is the last weekend of September.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, the perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization, event, or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com. Or give us a call at 740-335-6481, and we can help plan your event. We look forward to seeing you there.
Welcome to downtown Wilmington, Ohio, the place to be. Experience something new with your family and friends in this vibrant and family-friendly historic district. When it comes to dining, shopping, and entertainment, downtown Wilmington has it all. From quick bites to high-end diners, we have a variety of food options to satisfy your taste buds. Explore our artisan boutique shops, jewelers, and florists for unique finds. Pamper yourself with soothing spa treatments, rejuvenating massages, and stylish haircuts at our top-notch studios. Dive into the world of art with our captivating galleries. and catch a show at the historic Murphy Theater featuring awe-inspiring performances and cultural events. Immerse yourself in history by visiting our iconic landmarks, such as the Murphy Theater, historic General Denver Hotel, our Cultural History Center, and beautifully preserved historic architecture. Throughout the year, Main Street Wilmington hosts a variety of exciting events that embody the spirit of our town. From the Hometown Holodazzle Illuminated Parade to the family-friendly Halloween event and our lively wine walk, there's always something fun happening. Additionally, the Convention and Visitors Bureau presents a summer concert series featuring the annual Rock the Block, and we also have our weekly farmers market. We boast a designated outdoor refreshment area where you can purchase alcoholic beverages and carry them as you explore the town. So what are you waiting for? Plan your next weekend getaway in downtown Wilmington. Head over to mainstreetwilmington.com for all the latest updates on events, dining, shopping, and entertainment. Downtown Wilmington, Ohio is the place to be. We extend our gratitude to Ralph's American Grill, World Equestrian Center, and R&L Carriers for their sponsorship that supported the creation of this video.
All right. Since I see it, Car Express, keep moving. 740-248-5300. Troy Bach, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, right across from Washington City Schools. Troy Bach Car Express. If he doesn't have the car you need, he'll get it for you. I'm sweet.
We're back.
Yeah, I think I'll leave them off.
Now we're back. So, once we come up with a plan, there's and the warnings that we get, and how does that get initiated? What do you get that triggers that for you?
So the weather alerts are set off by the National Weather Service. So if you're set up for your alerts and you're getting notified at like 3 o'clock in the morning that there's a frost warning or something like that, that's NWS. That is not EMA. That's not Tom Breckel. And because we don't get a whole lot of detail on that notification, what I do is I put a static link in there. And if you click on it, it pulls up our little page for the NWS, and it shows what watches or warnings are currently issued for the county. And you can scroll through and you can see the information. Now, other services that you pay a lot more for, it sends that very long message that you can roll through and you can see what counties, what cities, and all the additional information. By not going that way, I saved my budget about $5,000, so it's a little easier. The traffic alerts, I send those out. I send those out because I get called by a fire chief, or I get called by the sheriff's office or Wilmington PD or dispatcher. And they say, hey, I have this situation going on. This road is closed. Can you send something out? I try to change it to where the title, instead of saying Clinton Co. EMA, it'll say like CCSO Dispatch or Clinton Warren Fire District, but just their initials. And then we'll put down what the situation is. That way you see who's kind of issuing it out. For a lot of the other stuff, like the prepare now kind of stuff, I send those out. I try to send those out a day or two, no more than 2 days in advance, indicating what the potentials are. And because we're limited on how much text I can put in there, I'm limited to 159 characters. If I put 159, it says it's too long, so it's 158. So what I'll try to do, well, I did Twitter. Don't get me started there. I am PO'd. You can't talk to a human. They said it was spam and they locked it down. So, because I had it set up for automation. Anytime we had a weather warning, it would just cross-post it. I thought people would be kind of informed. I even linked it to my personal account, so that way someone would see that it was owned by a person. Well, that didn't work. But because there's a lot of information, that information changes at different times throughout the day, I try to link it to a blog story on our website so that I can update and put the new information on top. So as you scroll down, you're going further back in time.
Yeah,
you can
the most recent. Right at the
yeah,
beginning.
you can see what was originally put out there. You can see how much it really shifted and changed. I've changed the formats a couple of times where I would line out something and then put the new stuff in a certain color. And it's just a little easier to kind of put the new stuff on top and keep pushing up from there. A lot of times I'll get an email from the National Weather Service, all the EMA directors do, and there'll be what's called a one-pager. And it's looking at what the threats are for that day. Those one-pagers can come out as much as a couple of days in advance of something, or the other day, Monday I think it was, they actually came out at 2:30 and we started seeing weather popping up at about 4 o'clock. Now, we didn't have any issues on that day. There were a couple of tornado warnings that were down in Kentucky, Brown County, Adams County, Highland County, and kind of eastward. And it's because when you looked at the area that they're forecasting, a lot of that stuff was kind of pushing in that direction. So normally we don't get that kind of stuff. So, and then there's also a couple of sites that you can go to that pulls down AI predicted weather forecasts in terms of what the potential is for tornado, hails, thunderstorm strength winds. Those are winds that are 58 miles per hour or stronger. And I'll compare those. And then they also have some other modeling that compares, hey, this system is very similar to what we saw back in 1970, whatever. And it's just different ways of being able to look at the information and kind of see, okay, how's it setting up? What's likely going to be impacted? There's a special group that I've got set up called Priority 1 Patients. I get updates from the Council on Aging, and this is homebound patients that have like in-home care, people coming to visit. They're not in their own home. They're still able to get around, but they are reliant on electrically powered medical devices. Now, AES and Duke Energy both have programs where you can sign up, you can send in a doctor's note and says, yes, this person has a medical condition and requires a respirator or something, CPAP or whatever. And they'll note that on the account. That does nothing in terms of we've got 50 people out here, we've got 20 people out here. They're going to do the larger group first. It's not like, oh, but we've got this. No, that's for normal kind of stuff in terms of being able to get someone out a little sooner. So don't think that that's automatically going to fix a lot of things and get you restored a little quicker.
No, okay. So in a case of emergency and the power's out, they just know that there's someone in this location, but they're
looking at huge numbers. Yeah.
In front of someone else.
And I'll get calls like late at night. Someone will call. My mom's got power out. She relies on this and all this stuff. I might get an address, but it's nothing really that actionable that I can do in terms of going to the power company, because the power company is going to go, sorry, we'll get there in time. There have been certain situations to where, let's say we have a risk for icing. Icing is really bad because once you get up to about half-inch ice or more, you're taking down power lines. Even though they have those steel cables that can take a lot of weight, a lot of ice will load that, and trees as well, and pull them down. So we've got certain plans in place where we can set up, which essentially are electric shelters. There are places that have backup generators where they can go if they have a device that needs to operate on power. We'll work with the American Red Cross where they'll be able to staff and stuff. There's not going to be tea, there's not going to be cookies and stuff, but there's a place that you can go to and you can plug in and you have access to electric versus kind of sitting at home. A lot of times we tell people that have these medical pieces of equipment that they need to have a plan. But because of their financial system, they may have issues in terms of being able to afford, like one of those big backup power cells that you've seen, like an EcoFlow or Blue Eddy and stuff like that.
Would you, you were talking earlier, like a family should come up with plans for what they, okay, but as the family changes throughout the years, you know, mom and dad, and they've got a little baby, and then mom and dad with 2 little kids, you know, 4 and 2. But as the years go on, things change. They should update their plans occasionally, shouldn't they?
Certainly, because as the kids become a little more responsible, you can give them tasks. They may be responsible for the pet. And when you think preparedness, a lot of people forget you need to prepare for your pet. Kids and pets take their cues from parents. If their parents are worried, the kids become worried, the pets become worried. So the more you have plans in place that addresses these, you're able to keep it to where it's a lot more manageable. If you got a bunch of toys, games and stuff, and well, we're getting older, whatever, let's get rid of this or whatever, take a couple of those and put those where your emergency kit is.
Right.
That way, if you ever have to take shelter in the basement for an hour or two, well, you've got something to keep the kids entertained while you're looking at your phone trying to see where the storm currently is. And it just also make sure you have things for the dog as well. Dogs don't need the new fancy kind of stuff. We had 2 German Shepherds before we went over to the UK for a couple of years. We bought beds. We had dog beds in every room of the house. They would sleep on the most uncomfortable things. Shoes, they never slept on the dog beds, but every time we went out, we had to buy a new one. So,
Talking about taking care of your pets, and I tell you, I had 3 dogs, and if there was a tornado warning it would come about, you don't know what it's like trying to get 3 dogs in a bathtub and get them covered up so they don't get hurt.
so we're at Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri, is how they pronounce it.
Yeah.
And we have these below ground kind of shelters that we have to go down. And when it's raining, sometimes it collects water and stuff in the bottom, but it's like you're getting into a tomb. O-H-I. Anyways, we had our first tornado warning while we were there, and I had to carry my first dog, Pixie, down into there and then fetch. I about killed myself. He's over 100 pounds, Labrador and German Shepherd. It's wonderful bark, just scared the crap out of anyone who knocked on the door. And after that, it's like, we love you guys, but we can't do that again. It was just, we had enough time with the kids, and the kids were just really emotional because, we got to get the dogs in, or they got to get sucked up with Dorothy and Toto. We'll never see you. Those kind of situations. But yes, long story short, as your kids grow in age and your situation changes, you can always update your plan.
Right.
Are spotters in demand still?
All right, so storm spotters. What do you just get a better picture? Are you saying look out your window? Hey, I spot weather. Or are you talking about I got to get in the car and I got to go drive around?
Yeah, well, we used to have stations.
Storm chasers.
Go to storm watchers, I guess.
So yes, spotters. Every year, National Weather Service has been doing training, and because they are our neighbor, just a couple hundred yards out away from my office is where they are. Yep. Mm-hmm. We've been very fortunate that we've been able to host NWS at our location to train people. We try to do that during Storm Awareness Week. That is usually about the 3rd or 4th week in March, usually on a Wednesday, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock.
Did you see Jerry out there?
I've been there.
Mm-hmm. So, and
I tried to hit the off button, it wouldn't go off.
the cough button.
The cough button?
The off, O-F-F.
Oh,
I thought he said cough.
I did too. So.
I thought, what the heck is a cough button?
Oh, so that way when he coughs, it kind of covers
yeah,
it up. But we do offer that training through the National Weather Service. They've gone through with the current administration, kind of cutting back in certain areas. They are lean manned, so they don't have a lot of extra folks. We're hoping they'll be able to get a couple of new hires by March. And if that's the case, then we should be able to get that back open. But if you're interested in it, typically I'll send out a notice in January if we're going to do something. Because they'll ask the question in December, hey, looking ahead, who would like to host it? And then a lot of other counties, they have to band together and decide what county they're going to hold the training. And then they'll send one team out to do that training. And we've been really blessed. We've had Brandon, the lead forecaster out there, lead meteorologist, I believe is what a title is. We had a weather guy from Channel 10 WBNS this last time that was there. He talked about some stuff. And we've been very fortunate here with some of the different talent that we've had for those different types of classes. And I talk to them a lot. So anytime we've got bad weather going on, if it's after hours, I'm at the house, I got my laptop set up, I got my extra machine set up, and I've got 2 different iPads set up. I've got Ryan Hall playing on the big TV in there, and then on my phone, I'm calling and talking to people. We'll have like Zoom set up, and we'll have different EMA directors from different counties, because again, my county has myself, and then I got a part-time person, Susan, who keeps me out of fiscal trouble, and we don't have a lot of folks, so that's why we rely on volunteers for a lot of things, but if something does happen, the EMA directors are great because we'll go and support the other counties. Logan County, as an example, last year in March, on the 14th of March, they had that EF3 that came through, and it just totaled a huge area. And myself, David Bushelman, Melissa Havens from Fayette County, Bushelman's from Highland County, we went up there, we worked in the EOC, and that's several counties to the north. And if Helen wouldn't have had, that's the director up there, Helen Norris, if they wouldn't have had that, the normal people that they would have there were impacted by the storm. So a lot of people don't think about that.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I actually helped clean up some of that Licking County.
Mm-hmm.
We had a person up there that their house was moved off their foundation. Yeah. So, ooh, that'll make you think.
Well, and you think about it, you know, you just send all this stuff to the dump. No, you don't. Construction materials has its own pile, hazardous materials, appliances, they all have their own different piles, and there's different ways that you handle this stuff. Now, the EPA will relax certain rules, but not by much. So there's a lot of hoops you have to jump through in terms of how you do that.
All right, we're going to take a break again. We'll be back.
All right, we'll be back.
The final resting place haunted junkyard is located at 988 Polk Road in Sabina, Ohio. Our hours of operation are 8 to 12 on midnight Friday and Saturday nights through the month of October. Our opening weekend is the last weekend of September.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, the perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization event or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com, or give us a call at 740-335-6481, and we can help plan your event. We look forward to seeing you there.
Welcome to downtown Wilmington, Ohio, the place to be. Experience something new with your family and friends in this vibrant and family-friendly historic district. When it comes to dining, shopping, and entertainment, downtown Wilmington has it all. From quick bites to high-end diners, we have a variety of food options to satisfy your taste buds. Explore our artisan boutique shops, jewelers, and florists for unique finds. Pamper yourself with soothing spa treatments, rejuvenating massages, and stylish haircuts at our top-notch studios. Dive into the world of art with our captivating galleries. And catch a show at the historic Murphy Theater, featuring awe-inspiring performances and cultural events. Immerse yourself in history by visiting our iconic landmarks, such as the Murphy Theater, historic General Denver Hotel, our Cultural History Center, and beautifully preserved historic architecture. Throughout the year, Main Street Wilmington hosts a variety of exciting events that embody the spirit of our town. From the Hometown Holodazzle Illuminated Parade to the family-friendly Halloween event and our lively wine walk, there's always something fun happening. Additionally, the Convention and Visitors Bureau presents a summer concert series featuring the annual Rock the Block, and we also have our weekly farmers markets. We boast a designated outdoor refreshment area where you can purchase alcoholic beverages and carry them as you explore the town. So what are you waiting for? Plan your next weekend getaway in downtown Wilmington. Head over to mainstreetwilmington.com for all the latest updates on events, dining, shopping, and entertainment. Downtown Wilmington, Ohio is the place to be. We extend our gratitude to Ralph's American Grill, World Equestrian Center, and R&L Carriers for their sponsorship that supported the creation of this video.
All right, we're back. So what's it look like? The weather pattern, and I know we've been hot and dry, and now they're predicting that we're going to have all these storms and all the rain and just one one cell after another. Have
For
you
how
heard?
long?
Yeah, they're saying. I thought they said it could be another week or so that's going to be like that.
Well, when you say one cell after another, Rick thinks of something else.
Well,
So
no, I'm worried about.
he's thinking of the
ISIS?
jail cell.
We're going to be up in a 30-foot metal tower at Ohio State doing the game on Sunday. I don't want there to be a lot of lightning.
I don't think there's
I
supposed to
think
be.
the weather for the
Sunday's
weekend is
pretty
supposed
nice.
to be good.
Well, that's
Sunday's supposed to be nice. I looked
as long
ahead.
as we can get through the weekend.
Take a little container of Jiffy Puff and just kind of keep it in your jacket. So that way, if you do get hit by lightning, then at least the EMS crews will have something to kind of keep their attention while they're.
Not for you, for them.
They're cleaning up the mess.
Yeah.
Where do we find them? Follow the smell of burnt popcorn. So we start talking about weather patterns. First off, I am not a weatherman. I'm like a lieutenant with a compass. I'm
That's
dangerous.
the whole point, yeah.
I know how
A lot of
to.
people
Yes.
confuse you with a weatherman.
I am not a weatherman. There's a lot of Uncle Punky's mic is dead. Oh, it's not. There you go. Yeah, he was muting himself. He was saying some inappropriate jokes earlier during the commercials and stuff.
Well, we knew that the AI pronounced it wrong, but people liked the way it was pronounced.
Oh, that, yeah.
But
Sabina.
I guess what if do you communicate with the weather service to get kind of an idea of what the weather patterns might look like, what's coming up,
It did go
so
out.
you know how to kind of prepare for possibilities of what might happen?
Well, to tweak that a little bit, they communicate with a lot of their customers, and I'm a customer, and they share weather outlooks going ahead. So we have a fall outlook, a winter outlook. We
Right.
get that information. But again, those are like guesses. Those are like betting.
Yeah.
And if any of you have ever betted on the Bengals game like this last weekend, it probably taught you a really bad lesson about you don't know as much as you think you know about how that's going to unfold. So it's kind of anticipated. For instance, let's look at the winter outlook. If you follow the Farmer's Almanac, the Farmer's Almanac is printed almost a year in advance. So it's available. It starts in like August, I want to say. But they make it available starting like in June. And then they've got to have that to the printers beforehand. They got to check the blue line copies to make sure there's no misspellings in there. There's a long lead time. So it's almost a year in advance, and they're pretty close, but they're hitting a lot of different areas. There's enough averages out there that they can kind of stay reasonably close, but they're never going to be exact. They're saying this year, cold and snowy, kind of reminiscent to the old time kind of snow events we'd had back in the 70s. In my head, I'm thinking 78, back when we had that blizzard.
I try not
That
to
was
ever
awesome.
think of
Yeah.
78.
So when, and this is, all right, let me throw out a little nugget here. If we have a polar vortex that is sending wind down past, was that Michigan, the Great Lake, up there by Chicago, by Lake Michigan, if it comes down through there, that is where we receive our blizzards from. So if we have a polar vortex and it's cold and the lake water is warm, so you get all that moisture that's coming up, that can lead to a blizzard. And that's what happened back in 78. They had, 4 hours heads up when the guy at Channel 7 in Dayton was going, oh my God, the world's going to end. And he's telling, and people didn't know. And then the next morning, it was hitting and people panicked. They went out and got their bread, they got their milk because everyone's surviving off milk sandwiches. And
Milk
we,
sandwiches are good.
yeah, we were locked in the house for a week.
Who was that? Gil Whitney that was on?
Yeah, it was Gil,
Yeah.
Channel 7.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that first run up for COVID. This is what it's going to be like. And we found out back in those days, before the internet, kids, having a whole week inside the house, some people go a little stir crazy. So, yeah.
Yeah, the big run on toilet paper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
My buddy and I, we both had Corvettes. We couldn't get out of the condo, and we were doing some strange things with this strange stuff
Oh,
you smoke.
We may not want
And
to hear
after
that.
3 days, we were looking at each other like, we don't have any food. I think we were
Boy,
returning-
you look tasty.
Yeah.
yeah, that's where someone looks like a turkey. I think that's the episode of Seinfeld.
There you go, Tom.
But there
I
isn't.
sound better than I do the Tri-State News and Weather guy. That's not saying much.
Oh, wow.
Well, thank you. I try. I try to, as soon as I get the information, I try to put it out there. And then if you notice, like in a blog story, sometimes you'll see that there's some slight tweaks. So as I go through, I'm real fast at putting something together and then a little slow sometimes to go back and edit. There have been a couple of times where I actually typed the word I was thinking at the time, but I shouldn't have used that word because it was inappropriate. And I actually had to correct it. And it just all of a sudden you have a panic moment. Oh, I got to put that in. That was the wrong place. That wasn't, yeah. And so, yeah. So bottom line, the National Weather Service is great at pushing out information when there's things to be concerned about. What they do is they are forecasting for a 54 county area spanning 3 different states. And they also have responsibilities for supporting major airports. There's a lot of customers they have out there. On top of that, you also have all these sporting teams. So on the weekends, they're concerned about different things. Then you have other companies that have a lot of workers that are going to be on the roadway. So there's a lot of people competing for their attention. And they do a pretty darn good job at keeping up with it.
Yeah. You got these guys who are worried about going up in a steel tower.
Yeah, so they provide information for decision support. Decision on should you cancel church? Should you have this event this weekend? Those are those organization decisions that they need to have, what those thresholds are on, hey, this is when we're going to pause something if we're having lightning or something like that. They need organizations that are holding those types of events need to have those plans in place. I know, and this is my brother Shane works over at the Aging Up Center, and they were going to do a car show earlier in the year. Looking at the National Weather Service, looking at the graphical index, it shows it's supposed to be wet all day. And it wasn't until like 4 p.m.
Yeah.
So they could have had the event. It would have been pretty good. It would have been overcast. But when someone forces you to make a decision on their behalf, you're placing a bet. And I try to do the best I am, but I am not a weather person.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor either. My mom told me at the age of 10, stop playing doctor. So I try to make sure that whatever I'm practicing, I'm doing in an area that I've got some expertise and some knowledge.
Did you stay at a Holiday Inn Express?
Well, yeah, then you get the little cinnamon baked things, and, you know, supposedly there's no limit, but there is a limit.
Oh,
So,
so do we have any this day in history? Who's doing that today? Uncle Punky?
Oh, look at him.
Oh, well, I guess
Yeah,
I can
you're
read it.
reading
Yeah,
it.
I can read it. Yeah. I have a mic now.
Huh?
I have a mic now.
Yeah. You want to do this?
Yeah, I can.
All right.
Can you read it?
Yeah.
Oh, he typed it, not his
The
handwriting.
highlighted ones are the
Yeah.
good ones.
Oh, okay.
Glasses.
No, I'm good. I got permanent ones.
Oh, you got like LASIK?
No. Contacts.
Oh, contacts. Okay. What's not permanent?
Well, sometimes I leave them in.
if you
They're
don't
all
change them,
holding for
they...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They get glued to your eyes.
Yes. Go me. First one, in 1789, the U.S. Congress passed the first judicial act. The act provided for an attorney general and a lower federal court. So,
Is that a statement?
That was
not
on.
sure.
That was in the
Was there any
basement rather than the first floor,
Yeah.
the lower.
I don't know.
No. What was the next?
Maybe it's for short
Oh.
people.
Is this going to get better?
Yes, 1869. I did not create this. Thousands of businessmen were financially ruined after the panic on Wall Street. The panic was caused by an attempt to corner the gold market by Jay Gould and James Fisk.
I remember that.
So,
That was 4 years after A1?
4 years?
I think so.
now we're getting back to time. 1960.
Oh, wow.
The first nuclear-powered aircraft carrier was launched. The
What
U.S.
was it powered by?
nuclear.
Nuclear. Oh, wow.
Yes. U.S.S. Enterprise set out from Newport News, Virginia?
Is that the one that went back in time?
Yeah.
Was that the one
You like the
that went through that wormhole?
Newport.
I know the movie we're talking
I
about.
think it went through a wormhole.
Oh. 1961. The Bullwinkle Show. Ooh, that was cool. Premiered in the prime time on NBC TV, and the show was originally on ABC in the afternoon as Rocky and His Friends.
That's right, I remember that.
Yeah, I do too.
I was going to say, because I don't
No, I
think
don't.
they were giving Rocky his due. Didn't Rocky have one of those, like, pilot's helmets
Yes.
on?
Yeah.
Rocky and Bullwinkle?
Because he was a pilot. He
He
flew.
watched me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Yeah.
Hey, Bullwinkle.
Yeah.
And every week it was something different.
It was the Nimitz.
It was the Nimitz.
Oh, the
that's
Nimitz.
right.
I remember the Nimitz.
That was the one that went through the wormhole.
Oh, okay. Up 1963, the U.S. Senate ratified a treaty that limited nuclear testing. The treaty was between the U.S., Britain, and the Soviet Union. Wow.
The
Interesting.
Soviet Union is no longer, so does that nix the treaty?
That it did. Yeah.
Is the treaty still valid?
That treaty with Russia ends next year in January.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's good timing.
Russia may acknowledge a treaty, but I don't think they're. Russia's going to do what Russia's going to do.
Right.
That's true. Yeah, sort of like
Go
the
ahead.
UN.
Next one. Don't let them bother you.
1968, 60 Minutes premiered on CBS TV.
I have 60 minutes on my watch every day.
Well, 60 Minutes is not to be confused with Nightline. Nightline started after the hostages were held by Iran. Remember when they were held? So they started doing an evening program to update us on the hostages, which I don't know how they updated.
Thanks,
us
sir.
anyway.
Yes.
That was the start of that program.
Do
Well,
you,
CBS lost a lot of money too because they tried taking the 60 minutes concept and doing it in Europe, but they used a metric system. They couldn't figure out what that was. Yeah,
They
so
couldn't
it.
convert.
it just made a bad time. Do you know, speaking of history, do you know why the stethoscope was invented?
Why it was invented?
Why the stethoscope was
I'm
invented?
going to make an assumption here that it was not a medical device at first.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Husbands were complaining that too many doctors were getting to second base with their loved ones.
That's very close, yes. Doctors felt very embarrassed because before the stethoscope, if you wanted to hear the heartbeat, you had to lay your ear on the person. And they felt a little embarrassed because they would lay their head on a female with nothing on there, and they felt a little embarrassed doing that, so they came up with a stethoscope so they could put that way down there and keep their head and body way
So
away.
ultimately, who said doctors were smart anyway?
Yeah.
Now, do you know what approximately what year this happened?
Is that important?
Oh, let's see. Let's say 1800.
What's that?
1800.
Too low.
I'm going to think during World War One.
What year during World War One?
Let's go 1917.
Oh no, sorry, World War One. Wrong year.
Okay.
No, wrong decade.
All
In
right.
the 30s?
Huh?
1930s?
What did he say? 1800, and I said he was just a little low.
Oh.
He was just
And you guys all of
1890.
a sudden jumped to 1900.
1905.
Not 19. He said 1800.
1810.
Close.
Do we have to keep guessing?
I don't know.
Wow.
1816.
What is the
1816.
significance in this?
Just to say how long ago the stethoscope was
Well,
invented.
who invented it? Who developed it?
John's stethoscope? No, I don't know. Just a
No,
second.
was
It's
it
right
Andrew
here. Hold on a
Jackson?
second. I'll read it.
Oh.
In
A
1816,
French
they took
physician
the-
named
Yeah.
René
Bean guy.
Lanick founded it.
Okay.
So
René Lanick,
it was a Frenchman.
Frenchman.
That's odd because I thought Frenchmen would prefer not to use.
Yeah, I know that. No comment there.
1816 says Vicky Kendall.
Oh. I do have a factual story, though.
All right.
Do you guys know what the difference between swine flu and bird flu is?
Bird flu and swine flu, what the difference is?
Yeah.
Pigs can't fly.
No. One deserves ointment. The other one gets a special tweetment. Okay, goodbye.
You and Tom do not need to be on the show at the same day.
One of the safest jokes we've heard so far today.
Yeah.
That was a sick joke.
Special tweet.
Special treatment. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard it first on Twitter.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife approved of that one, so that's where I knew.
Your wife approved?
I knew it was good that way. Yeah.
Your wife's been very flexible lately. Now,
Yeah.
What's he mean by that?
okay, well, besides that.
Well, okay.
No, his wife.
He's
his
been
wife's
to Mark's house when he
Wow.
went
letting him
home.
show multiple times.
Yeah.
He's doing our camera for Campus Nation on the field at the schools, and so
Yes.
you've just been. She's let you out of the house a lot of times.
Yeah.
Hey, didn't we agree to not to talk to the man behind the curtain?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
You didn't agree to anything.
she's actually, for some reason, wants me out of the house a lot. So I don't know if that's.
I can imagine why.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe
She'll admit that too.
she might be getting tweaked.
Yeah, who knows?
She's getting
yeah.
tweeted.
Yeah.
Special ointment. So, Tom.
It's 9 o'clock.
Oh, somewhere.
All right.
Joe, you didn't prepare a game today, did you?
Oh.
Gosh.
Oh.
Joe prepared the game.
Oh.
Twister.
Oh, well, let's just first of all let's go over where we're going to be on Campus Nation this weekend.
Where will we be this weekend?
Because we are not doing tonight's Miami Trace volleyball match. Well, there isn't one tonight, is it? What's
Tonight's Wednesday.
Yeah, tomorrow night's.
Are you doing tomorrow night if you
No.
get a battery?
No. We're not going to do volleyball. I've already notified. We will be doing homecoming at Miami Trace
I will be doing Dayton Christian
this Friday.
volleyball refereeing.
We don't care.
In the rain?
In the rain?
Friday? Yeah.
I don't know. Is there going to be rain?
I don't know.
Because you're going to be standing.
I know. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, I
about.
don't know whether we'll put you on the field if it's raining. We might put you in the booth.
And then the Saturday and Sunday is supposed to be rainless, is the last I saw, but I haven't checked the weather.
And then Saturday, we'll have to figure out how I get there, especially if, Joe, you're busy in the morning.
In the morning, I'll be busy.
So I've got to get me and my equipment. Maybe
But you're supposed to have a battery by then. Aren't you
Well,
gonna?
that's true. Yeah. Well, we'll go out after the show. But anyway, the battery's dead in my car. So anyway, we are at Wilmington College for their homecoming, which is at 1:30. But we're not doing it as Campus Nation. This is Flow Sports is the company that's doing it, and we are simply subcontracting. So we get paid to do the broadcasts at Wilmington College, and Flow Sports collects all the money.
There's a lot of homecomings around this
There
morning.
are. There are. In fact, I
Yeah.
think just about every school in the county has homecoming, including Fayette and I don't know if the Washington Courthouse is homecoming because they're away. They're away that week.
If
So,
anybody's thinking about going to a game this weekend, it's 10% chance of rain in this area Friday and 8% Saturday. So it should be okay for outside
what about
sports.
Sunday?
Same thing, low.
Because Sunday we will be at the Ohio State University
The Ohio State University.
for the first home game of the Ohio State club football team. They will be playing Michigan State. This is on a field that's in the shadow of the shoe, it's not in the shoe, and it's where the band, the greatest band in the land, they practice on this field. And Ohio State's club football team uses it for their
And
actual
it's a
games.
beautiful, it's the same field that's inside the stadium, but it's outside the stadium.
But it's a
And,
different field.
A different field, but the same material and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sure. So, but anyway, we're in a 30-foot tower that's metal, and sometimes it can be dangerous if it's like storming out. So that's why we have to be.
And that's when Rick goes, "Here, Joe, take this up there and put it in while I stay down here and safe."
Well, we've been in that tower when it was spitting
Snow,
hail.
rain, hail.
Oh, it gets pretty brutal sometimes. So it's not the greatest place to be when it's cold out.
You ought to hire my dad. He has been struck by lightning twice, no problems.
Oh.
One instance, when he was struck by lightning, he got up, finished out his golf game, and then went home.
That's an avid golfer.
And this is back in the days when their shoes had metal spikes.
Oh, yeah.
Comes walking through the house, walking on the tile. Mom's giving him the right act. Why are you walking on the floor? And he just kind of sits down on the couch. And she noticed his hair is a little more frizzier than normal. Gene, are you all right? I got hit by lightning. can you help me take off my shoes? She took his shoes off. He had holes burnt in his socks where those spikes were.
Oh, wow.
Holy crap!
I don't know if I ever heard that story.
Oh,
Wow.
You know, as long as I've known Gene, I don't think I ever heard that
Both times
story.
he got hit by lightning, he was out on the golf course. One was he was standing on the water main, hit over there, threw him off his feet.
But anything I hear about Gene,
That would be
I
a
would
sport
believe.
I would give up right there.
Yeah, yeah. Take up pickleball.
Was it Lee Trevino had his club up and got hit one time?
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll figure out what we're going to do.
Well, okay, we'll come back and we'll take a look at what's happening with the Murphy, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Since we're in the Murphy, we might as well.
All right.
We'll be back. Mics are off.
Welcome to downtown Wilmington, Ohio, the place to be. Experience something new with your family and friends in this vibrant and family-friendly historic district. When it comes to dining, shopping, and entertainment, downtown Wilmington has it all. From quick bites to high-end diners, we have a variety of food options to satisfy your taste buds. Explore our artisan boutique shops, jewelers, and florists for unique finds. Pamper yourself with soothing spa treatments, rejuvenating massages, and stylish haircuts at our top-notch studios. Dive into the world of art with our captivating galleries. And catch a show at the historic Murphy Theater, featuring awe-inspiring performances and cultural events. Immerse yourself in history by visiting our iconic landmarks, such as the Murphy Theater, historic General Denver Hotel, our Cultural History Center, and beautifully preserved historic architecture. Throughout the year, Main Street Wilmington hosts a variety of exciting events that embody the spirit of our town. From the Hometown Holodazzle Illuminated Parade to the family-friendly Halloween event and our lively wine walk, there's always something fun happening. Additionally, the Convention and Visitors Bureau presents a summer concert series featuring the annual Rock the Block, and we also have our weekly farmers markets. We boast a designated outdoor refreshment area where you can purchase alcoholic beverages and carry them as you explore the town. So what are you waiting for? Plan your next weekend getaway in downtown Wilmington. Head over to mainstreetwilmington.com for all the latest updates on events, dining, shopping, and entertainment. Downtown Wilmington, Ohio is the place to be. We extend our gratitude to Ralph's American Grill, World Equestrian Center, and R&L Carriers for their sponsorship that supported the creation of this video.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, the perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization event or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com. Or give us a call at 740-335-6481 and we can help plan your event. We look forward to seeing you there.
The final resting place haunted junkyard is located at 988 Polk Road in Sabina, Ohio. Our hours of operation are 8 to 12 on midnight Friday and Saturday nights through the month of October. Our opening weekend is the last weekend of September.
All right, so we're back, and yeah, a little bit about this is going to be a crazy weekend for Saturday, because like I say, they had the homecomings here at the high school, and the homecoming is.
Somebody's having a parade today because I saw on Facebook somebody said, "What time is the parade?" No, not today. Excuse me. Tomorrow, Thursday.
Okay.
Rick threw me off saying, that Thursday was today. When there's somebody is at Wilmington High School having their parade on Thursday.
I don't know.
It sounds right. Let me do some research. Continue on.
I don't think they actually have the parade on Friday because there's too much.
No, the game's that night. They have it the day before,
There's all
which is
kinds of
Thursday.
Stuff going on here at the Murphy and all over the area. We got a lot of stuff.
So there's I believe there's,
It's gonna be a busy weekend.
but it's supposed to rain Thursday, so they may, I don't know how that's going to happen.
There's a movie here Friday night at the Murphy, and it's called Hot Fuzz, and it's big cop, small town, moderate violence. It's at 7 o'clock, and it's a 2007 movie. It's an R-rated movie, and it's $7 to get in, or it's $12 for a family at the door.
Does R mean really good?
No, I had to. I'm gonna tell a story here. Probably nobody will be interested in it. My 5-year-old granddaughter, we were watching the movie. I brought them to see. I don't know. It was like Alice in Wonderland or something out here. We're sitting there, and the trailer comes on for the Sleepy Hollow movie, and the trailer comes on, and she leans over and says, "Papa, I want to see that." And I said, "No, you don't." And she says, "Yes, I do." And I said, "No, you don't." And she says, "Why?" And I said, "Well, one, it's really, really scary. And the other one is it's rated R." And she said, "What's that?" I said, "That means that there's things in it that you don't need to see or hear." And she's...
That makes her want to see it more.
She goes home and she tells her mom that Papa won't take her to see a movie. So, yeah.
So Wilmington High School's
There's the
parade's on
details.
Thursday, the game's on Friday, the dance is on Saturday.
Who's that?
That's the
I won't be able to make the dance.
Wilmington Parade.
Oh, okay.
And they're also doing a chili supper at 4 p.m. at the Wilmington High School Auditorium. $8 a ticket at the door, or you can get it from a band member or online.
Yeah, and so then Saturday, they've got the tribute to Foreigner and Journey here at the Murphy.
Which is big. It's sold
That
out.
should be, yeah, that should be
It is
really
probably
good.
sold out now because I think there was only, like Rick said yesterday, there was only 18.
And I think there was like 5 people that were willing to let you sit on their lap. So those
Yeah.
have all been sold off. Too.
Jerry
It's
is one of
probably
those
nearly
people.
sold out. There's no seats together.
Well, that's ideal for a couple. You know,
this
husband
is
and wife. Don't
this
have to
is
sit
where-
with your wife.
this is where it's going to be so busy here in Wilmington this weekend that your underground parking lot would come in great.
I know. We need that 3-story underground parking lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of,
Yeah.
But we can't disclose the location yet.
Right.
Because it will drive up property values, and it'll be hard to buy the property. We've got our eye on the property. We know where
The location is Dayton, Ohio, but it's the underground drive.
Is this going to be close to the pickleball stadium?
No, that's up in that's a destination outlet.
Oh, okay.
This down here is going to be close to the bike trail, and it will be
Got it.
it'll have a skating rink up on the ground level, and then the 3-story under, sort of like Fountain Square. And we might even put a fountain.
I don't think you can because of the water table at that point. It's a little low.
You mean it's a little high?
Yeah, the water table's high. If you go,
Well, we're going to have, like Riverfront Stadium used to have, those big pumps. It'll keep pumped out, keep it dry. And but you might want to bring a dinghy or something just in case you get trapped underground. You never know. But it's just interesting.
for those that go to the Murphy Theater for different types of musical acts, what is your favorite type of seat to have? What is your seating
Preference?
I guess you'd say preference, strategy?
I don't want to be too close to the front because your neck gets.
Yeah, I kind of like about the main floor about halfway back.
Okay.
You want to be near the aisle or in the middle?
It doesn't make any difference.
Doesn't make a difference. Okay.
I'd rather be close to the aisle. So if I have to get out of here, I can get out of here in case I want to get some food, some popcorn.
But you have to make room every time someone gets up
Yeah,
and comes
that's
out.
That's true.
That's what I don't like about sitting next to the aisle.
But if you're in the middle, then you got to, excuse me,
Yeah.
you know, yourself.
Well, that's why he's asking us our preference.
Because I know I've got mine, and
What's your
Okay, what's your preference, Tom?
bistro tables, second floor, mostly toward the left. Men's restroom is right there. They set up a secondary bar at the top of the steps.
Yeah, there is a new bar up
There's
there.
not a lot of people up there. You can stretch your legs.
Yeah, that is
It's
a good location because
yeah.
the bistro tables are tall.
And then with that
so
new,
you don't really, you're not crowded into a little seat.
and the new secondary bar up there makes that really helpful
Yeah,
up there.
And the upstairs of the Murphy still has the old chairs. Whereas all the chairs on the first floor, on the ground floor of the theater,
Are padded.
were replaced with newer, wider chairs. But it's a lot tighter upstairs in the balcony.
Now, we used to do the box. So you go up to the second floor.
Right.
The only issue I had is my long legs, is that you try to put 4 chairs in there. So my wife and I, when, Thunderstruck is one of our favorite groups to go see, we would actually buy all 4 tickets. And then we just kind of turn the chairs in front a little bit. We got something to put our legs up on, kind of like a little footrest or something like that. But the bistro tables, we really like that.
Yeah.
Is the box where the Muppets used to sit?
No, not the sides.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Those are designed to be seen.
$5,000.
Those are not ideal places to sit to actually watch something.
Right.
I like those.
Yeah, it's to be seen.
No, he likes to watch from up there. He says he can see better
you're
from there.
sitting-
Beauty queen.
Well, if you're sitting, no, really, you can't see down on the floor from there.
You can
Unless
see a
you're-
lot of the stage stuff, and then you can see what happens like off to the side of the stage because there's a lot of activity.
Yeah.
which
I
is
would-
interesting.
I kind of like.
When I think of sitting
because
there,
if
I'm
you get
thinking
back-
Abraham Lincoln, and
If you get back away from the edge, if you're in the inside seats, you can't see what's going on down the floor. So it's,
You mean in the box?
yeah.
And all the boxes have been redone. They've got new carpet and everything. They've recarpeted most all the theater now.
And the seats in the side boxes now are really comfortable. Yeah.
But if you get the opportunity and you've got like you want a place to do like a little family thing and do an event, get your folks up there, have someone with a good camera, shoot the picture across. It makes a real good kind of setup for a photo, and you can check that box saying, "Hey, we did
The
that."
center 5 boxes up there, that's all permanent reserve. So you can get the outside boxes, but yeah.
Yeah, because for a while when we had like Rock the Block and stuff like that kind of here, we always got kind of something in the center. And we had one year where they were throwing the T-shirts up, and they went up, and there's lights by where the cannon lights are. And there's a couple of T-shirts that just made its way in there. It was like on a light bulb. We thought, oh, great, this is going to be great. There's going to be a fire. So trying to lean over and grab those. Yeah. Not all heroes wear capes, but they got long arms.
Off the floor, right?
Nothing like it. Yeah. I think I'm.
anything else happening at the Murphy?
Uncle Punky seems like he's anxious to say something.
Not this
Oh, no,
weekend.
no.
Not this weekend.
Not
I was
this
just thinking you got to be prepared when you're up in the box seats.
week. Ooh, be
See?
prepared.
Yes.
They do have a thing coming up though that you've got to reserve for, and that's on the 4th of October. They're going to have for the kids. It's a free puppet show.
That's a Saturday.
You have to call for reservation if you want to take your kids to a puppet making workshop. And it'll be at 2:00 before the puppet show because the puppet show's at 5.
Do you need to bring your own socks?
I don't know.
I don't think these are sock puppets.
Okay.
These are probably.
The heads on them are like this big. I mean, they're still used with the hand like this, but they're bigger. They're
I
not
don't know
like
what
small
kind of puppets
hands.
they'll make though.
Must be big puppets.
I was going to ask Steve yesterday evening, and he was running around, and I couldn't catch him long enough to ask him get details.
He gets pretty wrapped up. When
He
he's,
was-
he's
yeah.
busy.
Yeah.
So, are we playing a game today?
Yeah, we're playing the game today.
Joe's
We missed
gotta
it
have his
yesterday.
game.
I gotta have my game today.
All right. Now, Joe, is this a hard?
No, this is easy. There's only one hard word of the whole group.
Okay,
So
that
there's
means
just
he's
one
lying.
bad word.
He's
One
lying.
word is
One bad word.
well. It's not a bad word. It's a not normal used word, but it depends on your context. See, there's different contexts of this word, and it can.
This sounds like
One way
this
it's
is
easy,
a
one way.
disaster in the making. We need
All right.
emergency.
Okay, first of all, Tom, who's going to be your partner? You got 1, 2, or 3.
Oh no, I can't be a partner because they can't hear me.
1, 2, 3, 4. You're one of the 4. I can't be a partner. I'm looking at
Since
the
you
word.
can't be a partner, which one of these two are the better?
He's the partner.
Jerry?
I have to agree. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so now it's
you
you
don't have
and
to take that.
the one.
Oh, I know. I
You
know.
and the. It's not the evil emperor anymore. He said.
No, I'm not evil anymore. I've turned to the good side.
He's turned to the
No, I
good
wouldn't
side.
go that
So
far.
he's the good fairy. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you guys
You're gonna
A.
be on the
They
metal
get
tower
B.
if it
Don't
starts
open
to
that
lightning.
Amazon package I sent you.
Yeah. Oh,
We
You
know
two.
where
Mark,
Uncle
yes,
Bucky's
you're
gonna be if
first.
the
Okay.
lightning starts
The
striking
first
him.
word for Mark and wherever you are,
The fairy. Good fairy.
the Tooth Fairy. The
What
first
column
word
did-
is deck.
What column did we got?
You got A.
We got A.
All right.
Did you just award that to them?
Yeah, I just worded
Oh,
it.
so you don't even get to pick your columns.
Not today.
On his game show.
We're
You just get awarded.
time wise. We're in a
If we
hurry.
can't pick our column, you can't
They
pick
got
your
deck.
nickname.
You got the word deck. The next word starts
next
with the
letter?
letter D.
Deck D. Deck D.
Deck.
Wow.
And this one's
Now,
easy.
just keep in mind, you got to think like Joe when you're doing
I
it.
know, he says this is easy, and it's easy for what? Deck D.
Dog.
A deck dog?
Yeah.
Deck.
I don't know. Careful.
Not careful. Yeah, it's not deck down.
Let's see.
Oh, the wabbit hole's getting big.
Yeah.
Get swallowed by the wabbit.
All right, Michelle's on here. Hell, all right. Look at
Yeah,
that.
now we got some help.
Joanne.
We got
And
some help.
Joanne.
Yeah.
We got 10 seconds.
Deck design.
Oh,
She says design.
Okay, design is wrong. Okay, your word is alphabet. Starting with the next word, letter starts with C.
But there's some significance in you holding up your
C. No, just let him know what letter is C.
Pac-Man munch.
I think it's soup.
That's what I thought it was. I thought it was soup.
I know.
What school system you go to? Yeah.
Well, soup starts with a C, doesn't it?
you went to
Well,
East
yeah.
Clinton, didn't you?
East Clinton, yes.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
No, he went to Washington.
Well,
Sometimes,
yeah.
after he was expelled
Nobody
from
accepted him. Nobody.
After he was expelled from Washington, the last 6 months, he was forced to go to East Clinton.
Is this the bad word?
Wait.
No.
No.
Oh, do we have a bad word?
Alphabet
No.
C. Alphabet. Column. Alphabet.
Michelle says chart.
Ooh.
So what's the first word, Joe?
Alphabet.
Chart?
And the next word starts with C.
Like the eye dot.
Yeah, go cereal.
Cereal.
Cereal is correct.
Then Michelle did get
Alright.
cereal.
The next word starts with S.
Soup.
S.
S.
Soup.
So we've got
Cereal.
cereal S.
Well, it can't be serial killer because that's
Squid.
a K.
It's squid.
Yeah, that's right,
cereal.
cereal squid.
Yes.
Oh, and that's delicious
Squids
too.
and everything.
Especially if you add a little bit of mustard to it. Mustard and some mayonnaise.
Yes.
Cereal squid is.
Ooh.
Like movies,
it's
like
like-
the old cereals, shows.
Cereal.
Killer. Cereal killer.
Cereal S.
There it is.
Cereal.
Stop, Wesley.
Cereal.
That's not a clue. That's
Olives.
nothing. There's no clue.
I just don't like your whistle.
Cereal.
Start the clock.
10 seconds.
Oh, you get it.
That's the way he thinks.
Ooh. We only get 5.
No, you got 10 a second ago.
Oh, we got 10 seconds?
We're running out of time.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna say spoon. Spoon.
Correct.
I told you got to think like Joe.
Spoon. What you eat cereal with? You eat cereal with a spoon.
Fork. Forks.
Yeah. Spork.
Well, I'm not sure my brother who went to Vietnam.
So if it's murder K, it's
Only-
murder knife because
Exactly.
Yeah.
got it.
That's right.
okay.
That's right. Cereal
Okay.
spoon is the
Okay,
word.
spoon. The next word starts with M.
You put the spoon in your mouth. How the hell you? Where do you go here? You put the spoon in your mouth. I mean, yeah, spoon. Yeah, spoon.
Me, mom,
I see a wabbit. That's right.
spoon
Wesley wabbit.
This one you maybe have to think outside the box, just a hair. Just a hair. That's
A wabbit is a
that's a hair. Like a hairy wabbit.
I think I'm glad we're going to lose this game.
This is a wascally wabbit. No, I don't know what the.
Yeah.
The fact that we're losing the game
Yeah.
means that we're really probably a lot more intelligent.
And you had to me, you guys had the easiest word to start off with.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah.
What
We
was
still
it,
haven't got it.
encyclopedia?
Metal. I know. Spoon.
Jerry's getting serious. Took his glasses off.
9,
Spoon.
8,
The clocks
What
are
you
a lot
got, Tom?
shorter here.
I got
Throw something out there.
nothing appropriate.
What?
What's that have to do with anything, Tom?
2 seconds.
Me.
Me?
Me, yeah.
No.
And your mic is
Eh.
on, so I gotta get your batteries replaced.
So we couldn't hear you anyway.
Perfect
I
time.
had it off.
All right. Back to Mark and
bars?
Rick.
You
How many
don't
bars
turn
you
your
got?
own mic off.
The Mark and Rick show.
It went
Yeah.
off.
Okay.
Deck. The next word is deck. Next word is D-I.
Deck, D-I.
D-I.
It's not Richard.
Deck, D-I.
Oh.
Well, it's not detective.
I'll give you a clue. It's not deck dick. So
Deck, Dick. Can we say that? Can
Oh.
we say Dick?
Oh.
that's a policeman.
Deck, D-I.
Before D-I.
Wow.
Where's all our help from the ladies?
Deck dive.
I know, we're not getting no help.
Deck dive. That's like a face plant. That's like a face plant.
Hey, that's kind of like falling down the stairs.
Hey, don't make fun of the old guy.
Deck dive. Yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah.
I've only fallen down and can't get up.
What was it? Spoon and.
No, we're on D-I.
Oh, we're talking about ours.
Oh,
Next word starts with M.
Ours is
Here's about you
spoon.
guys.
Spoon M.
we're not getting much help.
I'm giving you a couple more seconds because Rick's
getting
back
it?
there helping somebody in the needy with the battery.
Dinner. Deck dining.
Okay, we got deck dinner, wrong, either one. So we'll take you off that one.
Okay.
It's back to us. So we get a second letter.
Second letter is spoon M-E.
Measure me. Measure. Spoon measure.
Yeah. Spoon measure. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you use those
Form
all
of the
time.
word.
Use those all
What?
the time.
That's close enough.
No, I'm not the other person.
Spoon. Spoon measurement? Yeah.
Measurement?
Did you say something?
We said spoon measure.
Measurement.
Spoon measurement is what he
Right.
said. I'll take that. Yes, that is it. It's a measurement. You know,
Okay.
it's a cup
All right.
full of something,
Well,
a spoon full of something.
I can't imagine. where it's gonna have to
Tablespoon,
go with
teaspoon.
measurement.
Right? So, well, those are
Less than 10
measurements.
seconds.
Not just
Okay,
tablespoon.
measurement R.
Relapse.
Ruler.
Radius?
Remember, Joe made these up. This
I
is-
know, I'm
it's
trying to
just
think.
Bizarre.
Measurement.
So if you think like a 5-year-old child, that's what people say. I think like.
No. Well, that's true.
Oh, that changes the word choice then.
Yes. Gaga, goo goo.
Wow.
Michelle's already given us our answer.
Yeah, he knows he's not putting. See, they're giving you help. He's not putting it on the board for you to read.
Michelle, that's what I thought too.
No, she gave us our answer, and I gave them her answer, but I spoke it, and they got it right. It was measured.
10 seconds.
Oh.
Radius?
Radius or ruler, I don't know, whatever you want to do.
What's the word?
Think like Joe.
What's the word?
Ruler?
Ruler is correct. Measurement, you use a ruler. Ruler, K.
Killjoy.
King?
Yeah.
King?
King is correct. King, C.
How about a crown?
Crayon?
Crown?
Crown is wrong.
Well, so much for that.
You're down to 2 words though. They're
Well, I
still
don't think
they're
I
still
can
on their
also.
second word.
Joe, just get on with the game.
Deck, D-I-A.
D-I-A? Well, that knocks out dining.
Makes out what?
It knocks out dining.
What'd you say, DIA?
D-I-A.
D-I-A. Deck diagram.
Is that what you're
Deck
going with?
diarrhea. I mean,
Correct. Wrong.
Oh, wrong. I told you.
Incorrect.
Well,
I
wait a
meant
minute,
to
was
say.
diarrhea wrong or dining? Or
Oh,
Both.
anything I've heard
Let's
is
back
wrong.
to us, isn't it?
All right. King, C-A.
Well, so much for
King,
what I know.
King
King
CA?
C-A.
King crab.
Cake.
Yeah.
King cake.
Yeah.
No, that's if you're from Louisiana. Where are you from?
Oh.
Here.
Do you celebrate Mardi Gras?
Never.
Okay,
All right, so it's not
forget
king cake.
that.
That's beads.
King.
Oh, you can do that at Halloween, right down there.
Ain't
Yeah.
King's Court. It's not King CA.
Stop whistling.
It was funny the other day. The word she had to find for Rachel was
King card.
whistling. And I was going,
King Kong.
CA.
King Kong? What is it? It's King what?
King CA.
King cake. King
No,
cake?
he doesn't celebrate Mardi Gras.
Oh.
And he's a 5-year-old, so.
Oh, I think I see it.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, maybe I don't see it.
Yeah. You don't
Oh.
see it. Now, see it once.
Well, it was a week ago, so I don't know. Oh, yeah. I'm back to
You
my
can't
old.
use proper names, Joe.
There's
You know that, don't you?
There's the last
Going-
one they had for
Ah,
10, 9,
we don't say
he wasn't a king, he was an emperor.
You talking about me?
3,
True.
2, 1.
Card.
Huh?
Yeah.
Card.
Card?
Yeah.
Card.
We'll take it. Cards.
Cards.
Well,
King.
cards-
Cards. You have a king. You have a king and a deck of cards.
Oh my gosh.
That's the first thing I told Tom. I said, no, and Joe, it's
You know,
probably.
Joe, you are never going to get another bond issue ever passed at East Clinton because of your stupidity.
It was so funny. I told Tom, I said, no, and Joe, it's probably King Card.
Yeah, he said that
wow.
like at the beginning.
Oh my gosh.
I heard the last one. He said spoon.
What's-
Spoon
okay,
no
wait.
ruler.
They will never get a
What-
bond issue.
As soon as you
passed.
started guessing, I gave you the letter. He goes, could be ruler. And you said 20 minutes later, you're talking about all these other words.
What do you got for card?
Card is also C.
Card C.
Card.
Card,
Card
yeah.
counter.
That sounds like
Oh, card. Yeah.
Card. Card.
Yeah.
Oh,
He doesn't know how to turn his phone on.
We're
I'm
gonna
going
have
to turn it off here.
That's going to have to be a rule every time somebody's
Oh,
phone
H.
goes off. Yeah.
Yeah, they got to put $1 in,
Yeah.
in
Or,
my pocket.
yeah. Or we got to
There we
dance
go.
one
Got
of
it
the
off.
card counter.
Ooh.
That is wrong.
You see, Joe thinks he's like, he's,
Makes me feel better that I don't think like Joe.
We're still on the first.
Yeah, we can guess every single one.
we're still on our first word.
Help us out, Michelle. What in the
What's our
world
first
is
word?
that?
It should be spelled out by now.
D-I-A-M.
What?
The first word is deck. The next word is D-I-A-M.
Diagram.
M.
Dime.
Hmm?
Dime.
Dimetap.
Dimetap, yeah.
Diameter.
You're forgetting to think of deck. D-I-A-M.
I just said that, Joe, and we're not thinking about it because you're not giving us a decent word.
Diamond.
What'd you say?
Diamond.
Correct.
Wow.
Deck of cards. What is one of the suits? Diamonds.
Now, wait a minute. What is this obsession you have with cards?
Well, there was a little bit of
I
a
had
thing
to
here.
do
Both,
that. Sorry, Tom, I had to.
your guys had something about cards, and theirs has had something
Get on
about
to
cards.
the next word, Joe. You're driving me crazy.
Diamonds. Okay, now gotta think. Diamonds. F.
Friend.
Fish for go fish.
Yeah, flaw. Diamonds flaw. Diamonds flower. Diamonds Florentine. Diamonds. Diamonds F.
Diamonds.
It's them, right?
That's theirs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
Diamond.
diamonds.
He's trying to get you to
F.
agree with it.
So what
Yeah,
does that have to do with
what the hell
cards?
is ours?
I don't know if it has anything to do
Didn't
with
say
cards.
it had anything to do with cards.
But everything else has.
Cards.
Diamonds florist.
Yeah.
Diamonds
Card.
fleeting. Diamonds floozy. Diamonds flabby. Flabby.
Is there diamond seating at the
Diamonds
Reds?
forever. Diamonds forever.
I'll give you 10
Michelle.
seconds.
We need some more tips.
And you're not even in the ballpark.
Wow.
That was a clue, by the way.
Michelle's making up the next game. You're on, Michelle.
That was a-
Joe is a mess.
That was That was a clue. I just gave you a clue.
Okay. Well, and the time's up because you already.
Forever.
What was the clue?
You're not in the ballpark.
Oh, so
so
this is a sports joke.
Diamonds F.
Forever.
No, it's a sports thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going by what I'm saying.
Wait, are we
In your
dealing with
time
like
limit up?
baseball? So foul,
probably.
diamond
Don't
foul,
put time limit.
5,
Oh, it's still going.
diamond 5,
4,
Diamond five.
I get-
4.
3.
5 of diamonds.
That's not.
Ooh.
I gave you a clue. You're on very
2,
close.
1.
And 2,
Oh, we're so close.
1,
Vince.
and
Diamond Field.
Okay.
Diamond Field.
That was after it
That
counted.
was after.
I was after the buzzer.
Give us ours.
Cards CL.
Closer. Cleavage.
Card.
Oh, cleavage is close?
Card. CL. Card.
What were you thinking of, Joe, when you thought of the word cleavage?
Oh my gosh.
We'll say her name.
Card. CL. Card. Card.
Cap, clap.
Wow.
Cleaver.
Clock.
Clock.
Should I
Clam chowder. Clam chowder.
be? Ooh. Should I be confused by this game?
Yes, you should.
Okay.
am.
Okay. I'm just curious. I was making sure. Okay.
Club,
Ooh.
because there are
Yeah, go
clubs
with
and
that.
cards.
Go with that. Go with that.
Clubs is right. You won.
Oh my goodness.
So why did they get all
We,
card?
we know that
Spoon,
Michelle actually
measurement,
won.
ruler. Those have nothing to do with
And
cards.
is theirs field?
Yes. Rick said Fields, but it was after the buzzer.
It's
Michelle
freaky.
put it up, too.
Yeah.
The next is Fields W. Long word. Or possible 2 words, depending on how you look at it.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Kevin, I don't think
Worcestershire.
Kevin, I don't think we can use the word clam on the show. Clam. Can't use that word. I think that's one of the
Fields,
seven
W-I.
Oh, that's better than what I was thinking.
Fields, think of Fields, W-I.
Oh, because the wind blows through it.
Oh,
Wind.
yeah.
Field.
And because
Think
you're
of
on
Rick.
It's because you're on the show today.
Windy.
If
No.
you weren't on the
No,
show,
not that
you'd be
way. No,
WI.
yeah, I shouldn't have said
The fields are wild.
W-I-L.
Wow.
Long word.
Willow.
Wildflower.
Wilderness.
No, could be 2 words.
Could be two. You're not allowed to do 2 words.
Yes, you can.
Kevin,
He made the rule.
get us out of here, Kevin. Clam Club.
And we know it's W-I-L-D-F. Fields.
W-I.
Fields.
Wildflowers.
Out. Wild flowers out in the
That's 2
field.
words.
Oh, Lord save us.
Wow.
2 words. Where the hell did you get this thing?
Now
Made
here's
it up.
You know, I had to.
wildflowers, D.
Debutante.
Daisies.
Daisies.
Oh, my God.
Or Daisy, not plural,
Okay,
singular.
I understand
All
how
right,
this game
now-
really works.
Now, think again. Who made it up?
Daisy Dukes.
Daisy, no, that'd be him. Daisy D, but it's not Dukes. Daisy, think of the 5-year-old boy,
Yeah.
made this up.
Dum Dum.
Can we say that on the show?
Daisy D.
Daisy D. Daisy. Oh, my goodness. Daisy Duck.
Daisy Duck.
Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Oh my
Daisy Duck.
I figured
Because
it out.
every 5-year-old kid growing up today knows that.
Why
That.
could we not understand that?
I figured it
Now,
out.
here comes the hard word.
getting these answers. I need help.
There's still a word?
There's two words
Oh,
right.
we
Here's
thought
the
I was
hard
having a
word.
stroke.
Duck.
Dynasty.
S.
Goose.
It is not soup.
Duck, what's the letter?
S.
Scuba diver.
Duck S?
S.
I made sense to me.
Can we say shit?
You got to think duck in a different term. Duck S.
Oh, we gotta think of a different term?
Sun, because ducks only fly when the sun is up.
Oh, wow, that made sense.
That's perfect.
Is that because they don't have
What's another term for
You know,
duck?
My back
Drake.
has not been hurting
Drake.
since laugh.
That's because they
Now
don't-
it's hurting
No,
me.
not that kind.
It's
Another
because they don't
term,
have
another
strobe lights. That's why.
definition.
Oh, okay.
Another definition for duck.
Bird.
And the thing is,
Submarine.
Duck.
duck
Because
submarine.
when you're floating on the water and you duck, you're under the water.
Well, you're close on that definition there. Yes. you're-
Duck.
Wow.
I'm in pain.
I figured this game
This
out.
is the hardest word, I'll guarantee you.
Duck, oh, really? Duck, oh my, duck.
Starts with an S.
Yes.
And you were close.
Sasquatch.
What did
No,
the submarine do?
Go under the
No,
water.
you didn't say go under it. Duck
Michelle says
under.
Dive.
Duck
That's an
under.
S.
Yeah, Michelle says she's doing it
Nope.
tomorrow.
Oh,
Michelle's doing the game.
That's your clue. No, she I don't know what she's doing.
Okay, what's the second letter of this thing?
S.
T.
what?
Ducks.
Stew.
Yeah.
Stoop.
Duck.
Dive.
Stoop.
Oh. What? Wait a minute.
This. I made this one up for Rick to be on this game. I made this one up for this to be on Rick's game.
Hey, I'm just gonna
What
say
do
this.
you do when you duck? You stoop down. I got on the computer and I said, what are some other words for duck?
Somebody's gonna lay an egg on this show, I think.
I used the computer. I got on my computer and said, what are some other terms for duck? And the word came up was stoop. Another term for duck was to stoop down. Now the last word that goes with stoop,
Wait a minute, we still have one more word?
the last word that goes with stoop.
If it's a P that goes with this, I'm out of here.
P.
What?
There's at least 2 occasions I think my brain had an out-of-body experience trying to figure out these words.
I'll give you a clue. Oh boy. To me. This was
We'll
this
give
is
you a clue here on this.
Philadelphia.
Is the word
Thank Philadelphia.
Philly.
Philadelphia.
Thank Philadelphia.
Duck,
Stoop.
Duck Philadelphia?
No. Just thank Philadelphia to me.
Philly?
And don't.
Sandwich.
Philadelphia technically has nothing to do with it, but think Philadelphia and stoop.
Oh wow.
Oh, I was thinking.
Does that have anything to do with that movie with Tom Hanks? No.
Wow.
Sleepers in Seattle.
Stoop, Philadelphia. Stoop, yeah.
And again, I got this off the computer. I typed in my computer something to do with stoop. You know, what's another term for
That's
stoop?
how you did this game?
These last 2 words. Think of it. What's another word for stoop? And this is the word it gave me.
Oh, another word for stoop?
Another word for stoop,
And you think Philadelphia?
and I think
Because you're
Philadelphia.
so close.
When it gave me this answer, Philadelphia came to my
Oh
mind.
my gosh.
Can we do a poll on who likes and dislikes this game?
Well, we already know how
Oh,
our
okay.
audience does not
Okay.
like it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they're all volunteering to do the next game.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think I've thrown out my ribs again.
Pole vault.
Steps. Steps.
With a P, steps. That's close.
Well, he's got a speech impediment.
That's true.
Porch. We got an answer from Mark.
How did that
Wait a
get?
minute, Philadelphia porch?
Yes, the little porch on the outside when you in downtown Philadelphia, they got these things outside. It's the little front porch, and it's called a stoop
Only
in Philadelphia.
In Philadelphia.
Only in Philadelphia.
Only in Philadelphia.
Wow.
They called it a stoop. That's where all the guys sing. You know, those 4 group singers back in the 50s. They'd get around the stoop and do their little talk singing around the stoop in Philadelphia.
And then the art museum has that really big stoop that Rocky ran up.
Remember?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
remember what was the number 1 music show from
Yeah,
Philadelphia?
it makes perfect sense now. Yeah, Joe?
What was the number 1 music show from Philadelphia?
Did it have the train dancing at the beginning?
Yeah.
No, not that show.
Yeah. I don't even
Who
know.
was the number 1 DJ on
I feel like we
TV
are like
in the
we've
50s,
gone
60s?
Back in time.
I wasn't born then, so.
There is no way we would ever put this thing
Michelle,
Michelle,
I
help
agree
them.
with you wholeheartedly.
The number 1 music show in the 50s, 60s.
Oh my lord. somebody said-
AB. American Bandstand. And he was constantly talking about the groups around the stoop in Philadelphia, because that's where they were from, Philadelphia, doing their
Never
singing.
heard him ever
Right.
say that on the show.
Well, because he never watched the show.
Never ever heard him say that.
There's some background we need to talk about here. You know how I got the answer of porch? I enacted insanity in my brain.
I guess.
And that's how I
And
got
you
that
thought,
answer.
what could
See?
be the
Yeah.
first word
Yeah.
of
worked.
Yeah.
Michelle had it on here.
Oh, really? I didn't even see it.
And folks, that brings us to a very important part of this discussion. It's about the importance of mental health and seeing those signs and symptoms
See?
in your loved
That's
ones.
why this was brought up.
Wow. Hey, that's a good segment. Then. We're gonna.
I want to say anything, but Michelle got the answer,
What
so
does that say about Michelle?
she's smart.
Michelle, I would not.
The women would have won this one today.
Oh, I bet they would have.
Yes.
I bet they would have. Why don't you prepare tomorrow's game and we'll let the women play?
If we ever have anybody here from a mental health clinic, they'll take Joe with them.
They would be committing him.
Well, think about this. The first one. There's alphabet, cereal, eat with a spoon, spoon's a measurement, you use a ruler.
Not measurement.
Ruler is a king is in cards,
Yeah.
and cards deck has clubs.
Perfect sense.
That's
So
hard too.
now theirs was deck, and the first one was
Easier. Ours was
again
easier.
a card deck.
yeah.
A card deck. You had cards and clubs. They had deck and diamonds. Diamonds is a suit and a deck of cards.
sense, yeah.
Diamonds is a field. You play a baseball diamond is on a baseball field.
It's all timed right together.
Fields has wildflowers.
But diamonds
And
is
wildflowers
multiple
is
fields.
one word.
Yes, Vicky.
And
I
then
agree.
wildflowers
Vicky
is
said,
there's
"Oh, my
daisies
Lord."
and Daisy Duck, Donald Duck, Daisy Duck, and
Duck, I thought it was Daisy.
duck. Another word for duck on the computer. I pulled it up. This is
what
not
is
my answer.
What is
I
it,
said
Joe?
duck,
What's
and it
another
said
word for
stoop.
duck?
You stoop down to duck
Another word
and
for a
stuff.
duck is stoop.
If you duck down, you stoop
Oh, that
down.
kind of duck, not the quack quack.
No,
Yeah.
you had to duck down.
We
and,
needed clarification.
and stoop and is another word for stoop can be porch.
And
Or patio.
I got a question.
Patio.
Are those things written in words, or are they those weird symbols like that murderer from the 70s?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, the only thing I can think is, can you imagine what this would have been like if Steve would have been here?
Yeah.
Now, if Steve's coming, I may make it really hard for the game he plays.
oh yeah, make it really hard.
Oh my
And
God.
Steve will go through it like this. Well, Alex,
Do we need to take
the
another
answer
break?
is
Yeah, we're going to take another break to benefit our advertisers because they're going to make buku bucks.
oh man.
People are going because everyone's watching this show.
Yes.
They're thinking nothing could top past shows.
Michelle, you and the ladies there need to tell Rick how.
All right, we're turning off the
Dumb he
microphones,
is.
Davis. This game.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio. The perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization event or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com. Or give us a call at 740-335-6481 and we can help plan your event. We look forward to seeing you there.
The final resting place haunted junkyard is located at 988 Polk Road in Sabina, Ohio. Our hours of operation are 8 to 12 or midnight Friday and Saturday nights through the month of October. Our opening weekend is the last weekend of September.
Welcome to downtown Wilmington, Ohio, the place to be. Experience something new with your family and friends in this vibrant and family-friendly historic district. When it comes to dining, shopping, and entertainment, downtown Wilmington has it all. From quick bites to high-end diners, we have a variety of food options to satisfy your taste buds. Explore our artisan boutique shops, jewelers, and florists for unique finds. Pamper yourself with soothing spa treatments, rejuvenating massages, and stylish haircuts at our top-notch studios. Dive into the world of art with our captivating galleries, and catch a show at the historic Murphy Theater featuring awe-inspiring performances and cultural events. Immerse yourself in history by visiting our iconic landmarks, such as the Murphy Theater, historic General Denver Hotel, our Cultural History Center, and beautifully preserved historic architecture. Throughout the year, Main Street Wilmington hosts a variety of exciting events that embody the spirit of our town. From the Hometown Holodazzle Illuminated Parade to the family-friendly Halloween event and our lively wine walk, there's always something fun happening. Additionally, the Convention and Visitors Bureau presents a summer concert series featuring the annual Rock the Block, and we also have our weekly farmers markets. We boast a designated outdoor refreshment area where you can purchase alcoholic beverages and carry them as you explore the town. So what are you waiting for? Plan your next weekend getaway in downtown Wilmington. Head over to mainstreetwilmington.com for all the latest updates on events, dining, shopping, and entertainment. Downtown Wilmington, Ohio is the place to be. We extend our gratitude to Ralph's American Grill, World Equestrian Center.
The final resting place haunted junkyard is located at 988 Polk Road in Sabina, Ohio. Our hours of operation are 8 to 12 on midnight Friday and Saturday nights through the month of October. Our opening weekend is the last weekend of September.
Stupid.
I mean, ready?
You got your voice, Joe?
I
Use
think.
your big boy voice.
I'm just worried about when he's going to call a car.
Car Express. Keep moving. 740-248-5300 with Troy Bach, Washington Courthouse, right across from the Washington City Schools. If they don't have the car you need, he can help you find it easily. And Troy Bach has cars on the lot, but if you drive by and see one you like, you better make a move because he moves them fast.
He does move them fast. Yes, that's like you, Joe. You move so fast. So fast. All right, we're back.
Okay, real quick, I've got to say this because you did it before he was on the air.
Defend yourself, Joe.
He had Jim and I on, and they heard the word duck, and his computer said to him, or his phone said to him, duck, another term for stoop, as in stooping down. And that's all I got to say. I was right.
Maybe we should
Tom,
I don't know where Jim and I even came back on it. I haven't used that in forever.
It had great comedic timing.
Kevin's got the nail on the head here.
Oh,
that's Rick, Kevin. You're on my side. You're supposed to be against Rick.
Vicky agrees with him.
Vicky,
wow.
you can move in with Rick, too.
All right.
I got mine from the computer, and also Jim and I agreed with me. So
Let him touch a computer.
Google and Jim and I agree with me.
Tom, have you got anything that you'd like for us to, anything else you'd like
Any
for us?
carding shots?
All right, so the big thing here is resilience. We'll just call that like a word of the day. It's not just for mental health, but it's also about making sure that your family is prepared for whatever disaster or emergency comes down the pike. Please, this Friday, even this Thursday, when you're sitting out waiting for the Wilmington Parade to come by, talk with your family members. Hey, what are some things that we need to worry about when we're at home, when we're at school, when we're away? And just make sure you got a plan and write it down. Because most times, if they don't share it and you ask individuals what to do, they'll come up with different things. But if you write it down, everyone's usually on the same page. So with that, Preparedness Month is about to end. So this is a great opportunity to kind of get some things squared away before we get to this second half of severe weather season. And you had a question?
Real quick, what should we put in a preparedness bag, in a bug out bag? What should we have?
Depends on your situation. Since I'm seeing a lot of older white guys here, I'm going to say medications is one of the more important things.
Ask Joe, because Joe has all the answers.
Well, it's going to be like a duck and
A duck.
so an easy thing to do is, I know you have those pill containers, right? You got them different day, time, night, and all that stuff. Get an extra one, float it up, put it in your prepared or your go bag, and then when you're done and you get your next order of medications, you take that other one out and then you load it with the new stuff. That way you keep the rotation Take pictures of your pill containers, because if you leave and you don't have those available to you, the Clinton County Health Department can write you a short prescription to be able to get those refilled. American Red Cross can help you with payments on those during a time of disaster.
Wow.
And then that way you can get those replaced. And so just having those pictures makes it a little easier. Also, you make copies of your insurance documents and all that fun stuff, because when a disaster happens, you have to deal with the insurance company.
Exactly.
Be kind of a headache.
You need to get your medication.
But I was agreeing with you when you said something about the medication, and I was popped in my mind. Don't leave it in there forever. But with your other stuff, go through your bag or whatever you came up with every now and then, because it's good to update things.
It's seasonal stuff you would use in
You
springtime.
may have
is not
clothes
the
down
same
there.
stuff
You
as
may
the
have gained
fall and
weight
so
or lost
forth.
weight.
We've got little pamphlets and stuff that you can stop by our office and tells you what to go to an emergency kit. We got a little pamphlets talk about how to make that emergency plan, and it's got a lot of different topics to help guide you through those conversations on what goes in an emergency kit, what you do during a chemical spill, how to pick a place to shelter for a tornado, all that.
Does it have pictures for Rick to follow?
Actually put together a quiz or a show where you're asking questions and having a game, because Joe needs one.
Like my game?
Yeah.
No, Joe just needs to talk to Michelle Tebow. Apparently, she can get
Michelle's
it.
got it
Yeah.
handled.
Are you still out at the campus, county campus out?
Yes, 1850 David's Drive, Suite 107. So the side where the Bureau BMV is, I keep wanting to call it DMV. I'm right next to the coroner's office. So
The coroner's office.
That's a good place.
A nice place
yeah,
to be.
Yeah.
and solid waste too. So recycling.
Solid
So
waste.
yeah.
So
One side and the corner on the other.
Rick and Mark would fit in real well out there with what you're working
Joe,
with.
you
there.
can't even defend yourself anymore.
I used
after
to-
This show.
I used to fit in there.
Yeah.
You used to what?
I used to fit in there.
Oh, I
Solid
never
waste.
mind. I thought
Well, theirs is the one I came up with in my own
waste. I
mind,
thought you
and
said
everything got.
something else.
It's the hard one was off the
I'm number one,
computer.
number
So.
Oh yeah. That's definitely hard ones. Yeah. So your entity is just a Clinton County entity. You don't cover like Fayette or Warren or any of the others.
There's different EMA directors that cover
So
those.
there's different people with your position in these other counties.
Correct.
Okay. Do they all take stand-up comedian classes? Or is that just something ingrained in you?
It's just, I don't know. It just,
You come by it
Yeah.
naturally?
I was dropped multiple times as a child. So
Oh, okay, that's it. Yeah. Well, anyway, Jerry, you have anything else to conclude with?
Final word.
I'm not really sure what.
The word of the day is stoop.
No, it was. What was our words? Did you forget, Tom?
I think I'm trying to repress some of those memories.
Yeah. Well, we definitely know that Joe will not be doing tomorrow's.
I will make one up.
And I
Jeff.
won't be here tomorrow or Friday.
Oh.
Well, that's interesting. Vicky does make a point. She says you keep the meds in the med bottle because it actually is illegal. They haven't changed those laws, have they? It used to be that if you had a prescription, especially, I don't know whether it's a certain class of drugs or whatever, but you had to keep them in the bottle so that they made sure that it was made out to you and not,
And it was the medicine that was supposed to be in that bottle. I mean, if you have them in a plastic bottle with no name on it,
I guess at
what's to
home
say
you
what
have
that medicine
little
is?
plastic thing that says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Well, all right. So here's the idea: if you're given 5 minutes to leave your house
Right.
because there's a train mishap
care.
and it's got
You
some
don't care.
ethyl bad stuff, there's a lot of things that get relaxed when you're trying to get onto an airplane to go
Right.
somewhere else, and you're taking a lot of OxyContin, whatever type of
Right.
stuff. They're going to want to know that that's legit. So it's kind of two different situations.
Right. Yeah. The emergency situation is one thing, but going on an airplane on vacation or on a cruise ship, those are different situations. Yes.
So, Joe, what's your game for tomorrow?
I don't know. You won't know.
Is it going to be hard?
No, it'll be really easy for you, Rick. A. Next word is B. B. Correct, Rick. Next word starts with C. 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 Correct, Rick.
I think you need to get that game with the whipped cream in the hand, and you hit the buttons to see who gets the whipped cream.
I think we're going back to the computer, but not yours. Because your computer
Jerry's computer agreed with me.
I'm going to have to figure out why my phone's doing that.
Well, yeah, why didn't it just come on?
I don't
It wanted
know.
because it was an omen. It was.
The phone literally said, I couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah.
The phone said, Joe is right. Duck. Another word for duck is to stoop down. It agreed with me.
What do we have at the Murphy this weekend?
We have the tribute to
Foreigner
And Journey.
Warner and Journey,
And it's sold out.
and it is close to sold out. I think yesterday Rick said there was only like 18 left.
If that many, and they're all most individual, so
Yep.
nobody beside each other. Now, what do we have a kids show this weekend?
And the most of the seats are on the right side.
So
that are
bring your
left.
wife and she can sit behind you.
And do we have any kids show this weekend?
Not this weekend.
Okay, I'm just asking.
But there's a puppet one coming up
No,
that's free.
but
You
then
have to
there's
register.
They got a Friday night movie,
That's a joke.
and the kid thing is the puppet show. That's going to be on the 4th, and there again, you've got to call and register if you want to come in. If you want to have your child come in for the puppet making workshop, it'll be at 2:00. You've got to call and make reservations for that.
You see what Vicki said? She disabled Gemini. You could actually delete the app off your phone. Because I had to put it on my
Mine is disabled. I did.
Oh wow.
phone. And it's
I don't
still-
know why it did what it did.
I told you, there's a reason.
Well, this is the Murphy.
This weekend, Miami Trace is home with their homecoming.
That just goes to
Wilmington
show you-
is home with their homecoming.
Parade on Thursday.
Blanchester is home with their homecoming with the Astros from Clinton County there. So they're the ones not home this weekend. So we have 3 of the county schools, of the 4 county schools, home on homecoming this weekend.
And Wilmington College is home.
And Wilmington College is home with their homecoming this weekend. So
And what
this
were you
is
gonna say
homecoming
before
week.
we were so rudely interrupted.
That just goes to show you that the ghost of the Murphy even likes to have a good time.
That's right. Yeah, we all like to have a good time. We want to thank Tom for
Yes.
coming on the show. Uncle Punky,
Blue Lions homecoming is October 3rd.
October the 3rd. Joe, we don't care what you
And Uncle Punk, you'll be here in my place tomorrow.
Yes.
That's right.
Thank
you're
you,
on.
Tom, very much for
My
coming
pleasure.
in. Appreciate it. It's always a pleasure having you here. Thanks for the donuts.
Yes.
Oh, the donuts were great. Everybody say bye.